Now the negative look ahead. So the objective of the negative look ahead is to actually only match what you want if there is not something you don't want in the future of the string. And let's apply it to this example. As usual, an example is much better than some theoretical explanation. And in this case, what we have is let's assume it is a database, for example. It is an output of a query to database, and we get a serial number, a vehicle type, be that car, boat, or anything else, and status of that vehicle, whether it is sold, not sold, or whether it is in repair. And of course, we could have been using queries to query the DB to get the information we want, but let's assume we cannot do that and we have this information. And what we want to do is to match the cars that are not sold. Okay, so goal, match cars that are not sold. All right, so in this case, it would be the second one, a car which is not sold, and the fourth one, which is in repair. The fifth one is a boat, so it doesn't work, even though it is not sold, right? So we shouldn't be matching this. The objective, the goal is here to match the second one and the fourth one. And how we can do that with a negative look ahead? It is also possible to apply positive look ahead here, but let's apply a negative one. So what we want to match? First of all, the what is here? Match cars that are not sold. So we probably want a vehicle that is a car. Start by matching car. Cool. And now we see that there could be any amount of spaces in between car and its status, whether it is sold or in repair or not sold. And then there shouldn't be a word sold right after the spaces. So there could be a lot of spaces and be not sold or be in repair or anything else really. So we basically want to apply a negative look ahead for that. And it is a perfect example where you will really use this negative look ahead, and it is very useful here. So how do we do that? As before, in a positive look ahead, we need to delimit the look ahead and note that this is not a capturing group. Look aheads are not being captured. And in the positive one, we used a question mark and equal sign. But in this one, we are going to use a question mark and an exclamation sign, meaning not in some programming languages, in most of them, I would say. And then you can add your regular expression. Okay. So in this case, what is coming after the car? What don't we want to match after the car? So it would be a number of spaces, any number, and well, at least one space, right? And then the word sold. We don't want to have that. So we already know how to do that. Any number of spaces, backslash s to match any type of space, and then a plus sign, so one or more. And then what do we want? Or actually, what we don't want is sold. Look at that. Well, ignore this one. It is just the problem we are tackling. So look at that. The car in the second line matched and the car in the fourth line matched. Nice. So what does it mean? Let's go through our regular expression once again. We are matching a car. This is just a car match. And then we are looking into the future of our string, right? Just after the car, for example, here. And we do not want for it to be any number of spaces, at least one, but anything above one, and then the word sold. We don't want that to be. If it is the case, so asserting over it, if it is the case, then do not match that string. Okay. And that is what is happening here. Cool. So now you extracted the information from the database. Nice. So in the next lesson, we will be looking at a positive look behind. So stay tuned.